What's going on? Welcome back. Just want to do a little bit of a review on the Nameless Catback. It's been about a week since I've had it, and I gotta say, in love the sound. Happy I did it as my first mod. Just heading into work right now, so do a little vlog as I drive. Let's get to it. I got to get that cold start action. Anyways, just warming up the car. We're in Canada and it's about 2 degrees Celsius right now. So I typically like to warm up the car a little bit. You know, reading all about the Ringland, this and that. There's mixed reviews on forums and Facebook and whatever. Let's say you should warm up your car for 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I typically give it about a couple minutes, unless it's really cold, then I'll give it for sure 5 because I want the car to be warm anyways. But, you know, when the idle drops probably below, 1500 to like operating, which is like, for my car, I think it's around 1,000. I can't remember. Then I'm good to go. So, anyways, yeah, I hope you can hear the sound of the Nameless in the car. And yeah, it's... actually, it wasn't my first mod. To be honest, my first mod, if you want to call anything a mod, was I rolled my fenders, actually. So I'm all about stancing the car. I just like a car that sits, beefier and whatnot. So, yeah, I ended up rolling the fenders before I even got suspension or rims. Because I hear a lot of rubbing issues, and there's a guy locally who did that. So, shout out to Ontario Fender Roll. But anyways, we're here for the Nameless review. And I gotta say, if an exhaust is the first thing you're gonna go for, definitely go catback. Why not? The thing is, with a catback, you don't really need a tune, right? So that's kind of why I did it. I'm under warranty, so I didn't want to mess up with the ECU with a cob and this and that. So I'm sure some places will, honor the warranty work, but I didn't want to take a chance. So I actually ended up buying an access port first, and then I just sold it right after. And I said, you know what? Let's go with the Nameless. And yeah, I have it right now, and I can't deny it's. I watch videos on my own car. Like, that's how sad it is. Like, I actually listen to videos of my car revving and this and that, because I love the sound so much. And I'm sure there's a few folks out there as well. So I'm sure I'm not the only one, but damn, I just love the sound. I'm hoping later this week I can, do a drive-by, like a proper drive-by, and maybe a launch. It's supposed to be decent weather, so that'll be good. And I'm hoping I'll wash the car. I haven't washed my car in over a month, and it's driving me nuts. It's just this Canadian weather and this and that. It's just a pain in the ass. The Nameless, in terms of sound level, I would say it's reasonable. Like, honestly, unless you're flooring it pedal to the metal, then you can hear it roar. But if I'm just trying to cruise, or if I see a cop and I just want to go up a gear and coast by them, no problem. And I work in an office environment, and and not to say it matters, but I didn't want to go in there with the rice rocket and sound like a freaking a rocket ship or a spaceship came in. So I thought it was good. I liked the look of the quad tips. I was on the fence of going quad or single, but I don't know, with my generation, the 08 to 14 sedan, I just don't know what to put in that filler. Yeah, you can put like tow hooks and stuff like that, but I don't know, it just feels empty. Maybe, a Tomei would have been good. That's, does sound freaking sick, I'm not gonna lie, but with the budget in mind and this and that, with kids and other priorities, I figured there was a guy selling a nameless catback. He was actually selling a full turbo back. He had like a knockoff NVIDIA downpipe, etc. But again, anything in front of the catback to the motor, you need a freaking tune, pro tune, not a Cobb off the shelf access port type thing, right? So I didn't want to do that at this point. Maybe later for sure. So I just ended up negotiating with the catback and kind of went from there. I was also looking at the NVIDIA Q300, and yeah, wasn't bad. I honestly was on the fence between the two, but there's nothing really local that anyone is selling secondhand, and the guy that was selling that I found, he was like 3 hours away, so it wasn't worth my time. But honestly, I'm extremely happy with the nameless. Can't go wrong. Highly recommended. Looks good, sounds good. It gives you what you want, right? And if you're looking for something a bit cheaper, then go just the axle back. I hear the axle back with the muffler deletes make a big difference. Oops, there's a hard stop there. So I figured that's not a bad thing to do as well. But yeah, I'm hoping you can hear the background here. Car's still warming up, so I haven't really given her yet. But yeah, this thing makes me smile. I'm truly in love with the sound of my car, which is haven't been like that in a long time. My old car was a Saab 9.3, the Aero V6 model, and good car, don't get me wrong, rare, but fuck, getting parts for that thing was hard and expensive. So I ended up trading that in and got the Subaru. I've always liked STIs, kind of like my dream boyhood car growing up, and I've always had a hard on for the Blaubai, but they're old now, and I couldn't find anything with low kilometers and this and that, so I really wanted to get something that was bone stock, so they say. So the dealership told me it was bone stock anyways, but it seemed to be bone stock, and yeah, it's going well. Overall, can't complain with the purchase, and yeah, so let's see here. Just making sure there's no cops in the area. I'm on back roads going to work here, so let's throw it in the third, going 80, wide open. That's up to 120 kilometers. I didn't hit the red line, but there's traffic ahead of me. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's video. Next part to install. I don't know if you can see that. Cobb bypass valve, 50/50. I had that in my car. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. It's been cold and my garage is full of shit, so I can't do it inside either. But the weather's getting better, and I'm really tempted to change out my tires, to my winter rims. So I'm probably going to do that this weekend, and if the car is partially in the garage, then maybe I'll throw on the Cobb bypass valve. But for sure, next week, I also ordered a new part. You guys will see it in about a week, and I'll be installing that as well, and probably do a video on how to install that. But yeah, can't wait. So anyways, happy Friday. Talk to you guys later. Peace.